classifications, grades, post, salary scales, and amendment to existing career paths. The question has always arisen, what or how much career paths are there in the public service? And I'm sad to tell you that we really don't know because there is so many. So what we have here is just some examples of career paths. And in each of these, we would call them categories, are more and more career paths. We have top managers, and that would be the financial secretaries, the permanent secretaries, the undersecretaries, and all the other persons who are on lateral posts throughout the public service. We have clerical persons. We have from a clerk straight up to a chief clerk, and they also fall in different categories. Civil aviation, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, educational, financial, allied health personnel, judicial and legal personnel, administrative, agriculture, data processing personnel, which they call now DIT. Then we have engineers, statistical, fire service personnel, information technology personnel, and the miscellaneous personnel. And we continue on with the medical personnel. If you look at this, the medical personnel, we have doctors, nurses, we have lab technicians. So this is an example of career paths within these categories. We have the Royal Bahamas Police Force, teaching personnel, technical personnel, the uniform personnel is customs and immigration, welfare and rehabilitation, executive personnel, nursing, prison, allied educational personnel, transport and postal personnel. And there is much, much more. This is an example of the next level of the miscellaneous career part. We have telephonist 1, and of the scale M5, head messenger. So this person is no longer a messenger. This person is now a head messenger in scale M5. We have senior driver, and of course we have the head janitrist, head janitor, cleaner. Transportation officer, instead of security assistant, we have security guard, M5. And then instead of telephonist, 1, we go to the next scale, which is M4. We have a head telephonist. And then at M3, we have front desk supervisors. So you see the scales are moving up. We are now in M3 with supervisors. And then we go to M2. We have chief transport officer, chief security officer, and at the very senior of the protocol officer scale, we have the senior protocol officer scale M1. The screen shows the post requirement for some of the posts in the miscellaneous career part. At the very top, we have the janitor, janitress, and cleaner. The post requirement, if you look, it says present for post requirement. It has applicant must possess a good basic education up to grade 9 and a satisfactory police character reference. I know persons say, well, why do we need to have a basic education? It's important for persons to be able to read. If you have chemicals, you need to be able to read the labels on the chemicals to know which chemicals you should not mix. So it's important. That's why we have the minimum requirement saying that at least you should have finished middle school or what we call junior high school before we can hire you. The other requirement is, or you can show us that you had or have worked for 1 year in another agency in the private sector. And of course, we need satisfactory police character reference because we want to make sure that we are bringing you in and there's no problem with your character, because you would be going into people's office cleaning. So we want to ensure that everything is above reproach. And of course, we have the messenger career path, same thing, which is a good basic education. But of course, in this case, because you're a messenger and you would be driving the government vehicle, you must have a valid driver's license. and the telephonist too, which is another name for receptionist. You must have a good personality, be personal. We don't want any sour apples on the switchboard. And of course, the office assistant, which is similar to the filing assistant, and the requirement is a 5 BJC or 1 BGCSE, which is Bahamas General Certificate of Secondary Education in English. This person operates in a capacity where they'd be responsible for filing and general typing. And then, of course, we do have the receptionist. Similarly, you will make sure that you have a good personality to greet our clients as they come into the door.